The Gospel according to St. Mark chapter 5 verse 19 says, "And he did not permit him, but said to him, Go home to your friends and tell them how much the Lord has done for you and how he has had mercy on you." Can a story be complete with just 6 words? Well, there is a story which is often called the shortest complete story in English, which is supposedly written by Ernest Hemingway. The story goes like this: For sale, baby shoes never worn. It is only 6 words long, but yet it contains elements of death, loss, brokenness, and a longing for peace. God has given us all a story that speaks of how God came into our lives, how He changed our lives, and how He is currently working in our lives. Our story is a powerful bridge that gives us easy access into the lives of the people that God has placed in our world. In the Gospel according to St. Mark chapter 5, we learn of one man's startling story. Up until this point, we see that this man's story was dark and dismal. He was forced to live in a cemetery just outside of town because he was untamable, uncontrollable, and terrorized by an unclean spirit. But everything changed the moment he met Jesus. His demons were cast out, his sanity returned, and his soul, which had been supernaturally hijacked, was finally free. Full of amazement and appreciation for all that Jesus had just done, the man wanted to leave his home and travel with Jesus. But Jesus told him to stay and tell his story to anyone who would listen. God wants to use your story and my story too. He wants to use our experiences, what we have seen God do, how God has spoken into our life, and the ways in which He has changed our life so that other people will begin to see that God is real, that miracles happen, that prayer works, and that their lives can be transformed too. God wants to use us just the way we are and our story just the way it is, because the story really is not about us anyway. The story is all about God and what God has done and is doing in our life. Take up the challenge. Share your story, for it is His story.